Hello everyone, and we have our 9-pin variant now. So I just picked the 2100, which was 6 pins, straight in a line with sliders. This is 9 pins and has 4 sliders still, I believe. But this one's more related to, so the Yale Platinum and this is the Millenco Magnum. They are the same, except this one's got 6 pins and this guy's got 9. So he's solidly an upgrade. The reason I even picked the original one was because it was, I didn't have this guy. I special ordered this guy out of the United Kingdom, and hopefully I can get him into my vice block, just to make it easier to hold. There we go. Get him iced up. So, grab some keys. I obviously removed the other side, sent it to Spicy. This is 9 pins, and so the 2100 that I just did, they're all in a line, 6 in a line. That Platinum was 6 staggered, and then this is 9 staggered. So they're all in a staggered order, and then you have your emotional support sliders as well. So there's the function check. Probably get my focus locked onto the lock. So just like those ones, we have pin stack on the bottom and the left side, and then we have sliders in the top left. There's a little bit of play, but we'll go at it now with our multi-pig 5. Just kind of rub pins until we find binders, get them pushed. And we're going to do this until we're actually into what I would consider decently false set. The 2100 had a T-pin that deceived me. I do not know if this will. I'm expecting this to have one of the barrel spools as well. A lot of pins. It's kind of funny, it's like an HPC lock, but all the pins are very close to each other. Apply some tension. Actually hitting the sliders as I twist my flag there too. Alright. The pins are so close together. Got one there, that was 8. Really can't push them that deep because the warding, this little warding right here, gets in the way because the pins sit on this edge. Can't push on the tip of the pin very well. Let's try grabbing a smaller one, just so I can push on them a little better. And more likely to get my flag stuck as well. It's taken me a little bit longer than it did with the 2100 and the 6. It's just more pins to deal with. Let's try flipping the flag over and pushing on it this way. Not so happy with the way that pin felt. There we go. One of these is surely one of those wasted spools, right? In here? No? Here we go. Or not. Come on, get set. Alright. Let's grab the smaller one. See if I can navigate in there a little better. Where was it? This gotta be an overset. Probably unset a lot of pins there. Or all of them even. Slowly, of course, working its way over. It's definitely putting up a fight. It's amazing how just adding a few more pins can really change the nature of the lock. Ooh. Now we're into at least a false set. Whether it's the one we need for the sliders or one for a wasted spool. It's for the wasted spool. Alright, how do all our pins feel now? Springy, 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 springy. Solidish? No, springy. Oh, nope, solidish. It's probably our evil T-pin. The evil T-pin's back on the menu. Alright. I think the pin stack is defeated, and we are on to our hurrah, the emotional support sliders. We're gonna bring back our best friend, Sparrow's half diamond. Oh, I'm fairly certain I don't. And when that happens, it means I caught the core, and I turned the core, not pushed on a slider. Come on, slider. Springy, springy, springy. Did I convince that slider to be my friend is the question. I'm not sure. Come on. Too far. Springy. Springy. Definitely have some of them set. Just gotta... Another one just clicking into place. You know, I have a lot of room that the small flag might actually be easier to use. Not so sure what that is. There we go. Should have just probably one slider left now. Let's hold on for dear life. Which one is it? Slider 1. We have a false gate maybe? I wonder if during my counter rotations we ticked off the T-pin maybe? I don't think so. I think it was on 2. Those all feel like overset cities. Except that one feels weird. Oh, I don't trust it. Oh, I shouldn't trust it. Let's not trust it. I just drop everything. Gonna make this one of the longest picks on my channel. Well, everything feels solid and happy. Oh, pin one. Pin ones are definitely our wasted spool. I'm just not convinced that when I counter-rotated I didn't cause problems. I did cause problems. Not good. There we go. Alright, I think the main stack is back where it's supposed to be. That is not counter-rotate when we're pushing sliders. It's clearly a bad sign. Clearly not emotionally supporting them well enough. Go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like that sound. That's a good sound. Something fairly solid there. There we go. A little bit deeper. A little bit deeper yet. This slider feels stuck. There we go, and we're open, hooray! Alright, pretty long. Definitely earned its purple belt. The Millenco Magnum. Took me longer than I wanted it to, but we got it open nonetheless. Let's see if we can get some of this stuff out of the way. Get it out of here. And then let's get this all adjusted. Get it a little bit higher. All right. So, I'm letting the thing dangle too much. There we go. All right, lock it back up. This way. C-clip. This one's pretty normal looking, unlike the Yale 2100 we just did. There it goes. Alright, so gutting should be exactly the same as the others. We got a pretty big empty spot here, so we gotta make sure we don't go too far. I'm trying to look in there to see if there's any profiles. There's nothing on the side of the key. So I think we just have to put the key in. And then this one, I don't know what stops this one. There doesn't appear to be a tip stop like the other one. Turn it a little bit. And our follower. And keep my thumb on top of everything. Look at the slider spacing on this compared to the 2100 we just did. Alright. Successfully got much longer sidebar. And same tiny little sidebar springs that you would probably expect. I did not expect, I kind of could tell because I really had to move between the sliders, but if you remember on the 2100 and on the other, on the Superior, these were spaced right next to each other. Here they're further apart, for sure. And then there's your drone protection. So we're gonna go over, and there's our 9 pins, which is more than I have slots for. So we're gonna put 9 down here, 8. Well, actually, I have 7 slots per, so let's just put them 9 and 8 here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, so way more pins, to the tune of 3 more. It actually made it a decent bit more difficult on the main stack, especially. I don't know if there's more security pins. I don't think so. I think we just got our barrel and our T-pin. We got I think we don't have a tip stop. I think we're slider stopped. I think this last slider hits an element in the key, that ending spot, and that's what does it in. So let's pay a little bit more attention to the slider orientation this time as they come out. We have tapered ends on 1 and 2, 3 and 4 don't. I'm going to try to put each end down. 1, 2, flip over. There we go. 3. Oh no, and then I sent it flying. Was it this way? It's probably that way. 3 and 4. No false gates this time, unfortunately. Let's bring 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time I just I grabbed them, but this one looked a lot looser than it was. I didn't remove the drill protection last time. I don't know if it is easily removable, so we'll just leave it where it is, I think. There is counter boring, and then pins 3 and 4 also technically are part of this anti-snap. This is slider 1. Nothing else looks any different from the other ones, except for the long spacing on those sliders. So now we're going to have 9 total pins. That is drill protection. So there is a drill protection pin in there, but he doesn't want to come out, so we'll leave him. So staggered pins. Pin 1 I think is our wasted spool, and it is. So for those of you that haven't seen one, didn't watch the other videos, here is our wasted spool. He goes in spot 1. Looks like they chose shorter springs. 2 is a standard. 3 standard. I was hoping one of these was a T-pin again. And I thought when picking that it kind of had that effect, but I had so many pins that it's possible I just had enough of an effect. So enough pins that most people would say it solidly qualifies as a high pin count lock. I don't know if it's labeled as such, but to me it is, because there's so many pins that part of the difficulty is just getting them all to be set at the same time. Hey, I found our T-pin at the very end. So T-part was at the towards the pin. The other end of it is kind of got a tapered end on it. So you could, if this was flipped over, it would act like a tapered pin, but this way it acted more like a little T-pin-y idea. Nothing else left in the core except for springs. There's our sidebar channel. Let us dump. And as you can see in this staggered setup, they used tiny little springs instead of the giant long Euro springs that would normally be used. It's been a while since I picked my platinum, but it probably also had these in there. Come on. And one of my dog hairs. Alright, So that is the Millenco Magnum, which is equivalent to the Yale Superior, Platinum, whatever you want to call it. We got a little T-pin thing, spool thing in 9. 8 through 2 are all standard, and then we have that wasted spool in slot 1. And then we had 4 sliders. None of them had false gates this time, like our 2100 did. And that's that. Alright, we are going to do reassembly, just like we would on any other. Famous last words. I ended up having issues recording the full reassembly, mostly because I lost a spring and spent way too long looking for it. So instead of including that this time, I just refer you to the Yale 2100 reassembly. It's very much similar. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will catch you all later.